Hey, good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. I want to welcome y'all to this video this morning. This, of course, is Tonetta, your certified life coach. I want to say thank you all for being here. Today's topic is talking about, of course, again, being intentional, but learning how to say no. Because I know a lot of times we, of course, find it hard to say no, especially to people that we love, people that we, of course, cherish, because we don't want to lose their love or their friendship or their socialization, whatever it is, like I said. But at some point we have to learn how to say no. And also I'll talk a little bit about, of course, how to work with me, because like I said, I know I had a few folks reaching out to ask what kind of resources do I have, what kind of services do I offer, that kind of thing. So I want to make sure that I'm being more intentional as well, and making sure that I'm including those kind of things in these videos too. So with that, I want to say thank y'all for being here. And like I said, being intentional, today we're talking about learning how to say no. At some point, we all realize, of course, that people are, of course, running over us, and we're, of course, here feeling stressed out, being upset, being bitter, all those types of things, because we're running ourselves ragged. We have to realize, and you have to realize, that you have to learn how to start saying no at some point. Because if not, you're going to be an unhappy person, very, very stressed out, and, of course, just not getting enough sleep, not being able to take care of yourself because you're taking care of everybody else. And like I said, realizing that, of course, you'll be a much better person, I'm sure, to, of course, be able to, of course, to pour into your kids, your family, your partner, and that kind of thing as well, once you do start saying no and removing some of those things off of your plate. I know a lot of folks say it's hard to say no. It's hard to say no. Yes, no is a hard thing to say to somebody, especially when you value their friendship, especially when you love them and you don't want to lose that love or lose that friendship or lose that companionship. But at some point, you have to say no in order to take care of yourself. How many things can you take on? You have to think about that inside your own head. How many things can you honestly take on where you're not feeling so stressed out and so overwhelmed? There's the kids, if you have kids. There's the partner, if you have a partner. There's the job or the business, whichever one that you run, job or business. There's the washing, cooking, cleaning, running errands, going to do grocery shopping, doing washing clothes, doing all those things. Then there's other folks that we have in our life, like our parents and aunties and uncles and sick grandparents, or other folks in the family that may be sick or that may need our attention. They want it every day, and they want it a few days a week, and we only got a day a week free because we have the kids, and we have to do this and do that. You're trying to run a business at home, but everybody wants your attention. What do? You can't just keep running yourself. Well, I guess you can keep running yourself ragged. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you're so stressed out, you're full of anxiety, you're upset, you're bitter, you're having all this resentment, you need to at some point take a step back and figure out what it is that you're trying to do and what it is that you can't take on. Yes, if you want to work with me as far as a one-on-one coach and that kind of thing, yes, I can help you do that. But I know, before I even say it, finish that statement, I know that I'm not for everybody. I know that I'm not for everybody. So some folks, of course, I can work with, and some I cannot. But like I said, if you want to work with me and try to work on your ability to say no, and how to, of course, still keep the relationships that you have, even though you're saying no, then, of course, like I said, reach out to me. You can just DM me. That's the easiest way to, of course, get started. It's just DM me. But like I said, at some point, you have to realize that you cannot take on the burdens of everybody else. You already have the burdens of yourself. Then you have kids or a partner. You may have that as well. But there's a lot more things, family, friends, all these folks want you to take them to the store and do this because they didn't do what they needed to do in their own life, to get a car, to get a vehicle, to get around, or whatever it was. That's the situation that I was in years ago. Had my in-laws, they didn't have cars. I was running them back and forth to the store damn near every day, paying bills, going to the grocery store, going to Walmart, going to this. Yes, I had to do some of those things too, but of course, after so long, I learned how to put my stuff on the, automatic pay. I learned how to, of course, go to the store maybe one time a week or every 2 weeks, just to make sure, or if it was something I had to pick up, and not just run to the store every single day and just running ragged. I had to realize that. And once I started telling those folks, no, I cannot do this, trust me, they all fell off, actually. Even though me and my ex-husband at the time had broken up, we had divorced and all that kind of stuff. My in-laws, we still, of course, stayed tight and was talking, doing things together, that kind of thing. But like I said, they were running me ragged. And I had to realize that I had to take a step back from that. And yes, I started telling them no. Then it was, oh, you changed and what's going on and you don't want to do this for us no more. You're damn right I don't. Because I can't even do it for myself right now. I'm trying to bake and do all these things, my part-time, trying to start a business, and I can't even get that started because every day that I'm trying to get something started, oh, I got a call, can you run me to the store? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I can do this, I can do that. And at a point, I said, I cannot do that anymore. I'm missing out on my own life. And that's something that, like I said, I will never do again. But at some point, you have to get to that point, too, where you can say that to those people and be okay when they fall off. Everybody won't fall off like that. I can tell you that. But a lot of them may. Just to give you a heads up. Because that will happen. I can't give you numbers, can't give you stats. I have no idea. But it will happen. Once you start telling folks no, especially if you've been doing things for them for years, for months, they probably will stop talking to you. Or there will be some issues. You change, you think you too good, you think you this. Okay, you can do it. They can say what they want, but you have to realize you have to do what's best for yourself. You're not their personal transportation. They have Uber now, they have Lyft now, and they still have taxi cabs in some places. They still have the public buses and transportation, the Metrolinks or subways. They can take that to the store the same way they can ask you. It's the same exact thing. They have online shopping now, Amazon, Wish, all these folks that you can buy stuff online and have it delivered right to your house. They'll even go grocery shopping for you. And Instacart, bring it right to your house. You ain't got to go to the damn store. Yes, it's an extra fee. The same thing you should be charging for your gas too. It's an extra fee, but like I said, they can deliver everything to your house nowadays. So there is no reason that they can call you unless you want them to. Unless you want to just fill that time up with meaningless things, and that's your form of procrastination. That does happen to people a lot. You're trying to prevent starting that business or trying to prevent going home to that partner or to those kids. And so you try to take on all these extra duties so that you can get home later and all this kind of stuff. At some point, that's not going to work. At some point, that's going to be null and void. It's not going to work any longer. And at some point, you're going to have to start learning how to say no, regardless as to how those folks feel. You have yourself to take care of and your family, whoever's in your household, to take care of. If it's overwhelming for you, it's frustrating for you, you have no time for yourself, then how are you going to fill somebody else's cup if you can't even fill your own? You can't feed and seed into somebody else when you can't even get it yourself or give it to yourself. So like I said, we definitely have to work on that. I know, like I said, if that's something that you're wanting to work on but don't know how to get started, you can always DM me to get started, to let me know what you need as far as one-on-one coaching. Like I said, let me know. And that is one of the services that I offer. But like I said, again, all the services that I have may not be for everybody. I'm not for everybody. I know that. Some folks may not like the way I look, may not like my voice, may not like the forceful way I may talk sometimes. I may curse sometimes. They may not like that. Like I said, I'm not for everybody, but for those who I'm for, you know how to reach out to me. Just go ahead and DM me. And like I said, I do have the one-on-one coaching. That is an 8-week program, just to let you all know. But if you need something shorter, need something more compact, I guess I put it that way, I do have what is called Power Hours. And that's in the link in the bio on Instagram. And it's in the link in the description on Facebook. And also, if you DM me, all that stuff will come up anyway. So just go ahead and DM me. But like I said, I do offer that as well. It's called the Power Hours. And there is a fee for that too. But like I said, you can definitely reach out to me for a quick change, a quick transformation, that kind of thing, to go ahead and get your situation taken care of ASAP instead of in 8 weeks long. If you don't want that long coaching, you just want something shorter. But just keep in mind, as a power hour, we can get as much as as much as we can done in that time. But it may, like I tell everybody, of course, again, I'm still not for everybody, but just keep in mind that I'm not a God either. I cannot bring miracles to your relationship or to your situation or to whatever's going on in your life. I can only give you some tips and strategies to use, and it's on you to use those things. I cannot guarantee that they'll work 100% every single time. I just want to make sure that you understand that as well. I'm one that keeps things very transparent. I'm not going to promise you this is going to take care of your situation when it could or it couldn't. It just depends on how well you work out the process and what your actions and reactions are and how well you put in the work. I don't know that part. I can just tell you some things and we can talk about some things and you can say, oh, yes, I can do this. And once you leave the office, you don't do a doggone thing, then it's not going to work for you then. You still have to pay the money, but it may not work for you. I want to make sure that I'm letting you know what's going on and that I'm being transparent as well. So with that, like I said, anything else that you all need, like I said, definitely make sure that you DM me. Like I said, the information, the links and all that kind of stuff are in the DMs as well. So again, I'm Tonetta, your certified life coach. I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all tomorrow in the next video for being intentional. Tomorrow we'll have a different topic about being intentional. See y'all tomorrow morning around 6:45 a.m. Today is a little bit late. I think it's a little bit after 8 now, because I tried to do it when I come to work so I can get some other folks on the video and so that other folks can hear my message. And I want to make sure that you all know that you can feel free to share my videos out or tag folks in the video so that they can get this message as well. Because I know a lot of folks, not just me and not just you, but I know a lot of folks out there are having a problem saying no, and that's why they're so full of anxiety, depression, all these types of things are going on. People are killing themselves. All types of stuff is going on. We have to curb this stuff as soon as possible, y'all. We have visions. We have visions and legacies to create. So we have to start saying no in order to create those things. So with that, I want to say thank y'all. Again, this is your life coach, Tonetta. I want to say have a great day, y'all. See y'all in the next morning video tomorrow. Take care, y'all. Have a great day.